How the Detachment Mindset Makes You Limitless, written and published by Audiobook Empowerment. Introduction. What if the key to freedom and limitless potential lies not in holding on, but in letting go? Detachment is not about indifference, it's about breaking free from the chains of fear, doubt, and external control. It's a mindset that empowers you to rise above limitations, embrace uncertainty, and step into your true potential. In this journey, you'll discover how detachment transforms every aspect of your life: relationships, goals, and even self-worth. It's time to let go of what holds you back and unlock the limitless power within you. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Breaking Free from Attachment. Attachment often feels like security, but in reality, it can be a silent trap. When you tie your happiness, identity, or sense of worth to external things, possessions, relationships, or outcomes, you limit yourself. These attachments create invisible chains, holding you back from the freedom to grow and evolve. Breaking free from attachment doesn't mean abandoning everything you care about. It means shifting your mindset. It's understanding that your worth is not defined by what you own, achieve, or receive from others. True freedom begins when you realize that happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from external circumstances. The first step to breaking free is awareness. Notice the areas in your life where you feel overly dependent, whether it's on someone's approval, a specific outcome, or material success. These are the places where attachment might be holding you back. Recognizing them is the key to releasing their grip. Detachment isn't about avoidance, it's about balance. It allows you to engage fully with life while staying grounded in your independence. You can love deeply, work passionately, and strive for goals, but without letting them control your sense of self. This balance empowers you to face life with clarity and resilience. Freedom from attachment also opens the door to possibility. When you're not fixated on one outcome, you can embrace the unexpected and adapt to change. This flexibility leads to growth, creativity, and opportunities you might otherwise overlook. Breaking free is a journey, not a single moment. Start by reflecting on one area of your life where attachment weighs heavily. Ask yourself, what would it feel like to let go? What new paths could open if you did? With each small step, you move closer to freedom, clarity, and limitless potential. Chapter 2. The Power of Letting Go. Letting go is one of the most liberating acts you can take. It's the process of releasing what no longer serves you: old beliefs, fears, grudges, or the need to control outcomes. While holding on can feel safe, it often keeps you stuck, unable to move forward or see new possibilities. The power of letting go lies in its ability to free your mind and spirit. When you release attachments, you create space for growth, clarity, and peace. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing to focus your energy on what truly matters, rather than being weighed down by what you can't change. Fear is often the biggest barrier to letting go. What if things fall apart? What if you lose what you value most? These fears are natural, but they're rooted in a mindset of scarcity. Letting go shifts you into a mindset of abundance, where you trust that life will bring you what you need, even if it looks different from what you expected. Letting go also teaches you acceptance. Not everything will go as planned, and that's okay. Acceptance doesn't mean you stop striving, it means you stop resisting what is. This mental shift allows you to move forward with grace and resilience, no longer held back by the weight of what you can't control. The process of letting go can be as simple as a conscious decision. Start small. Release one thought, habit, or expectation that no longer aligns with your goals. With practice, letting go becomes a habit, transforming your mindset and opening the door to freedom and possibility. Each step of letting go strengthens your ability to embrace change, trust yourself, and live more fully in the present. It's not about losing, it's about gaining clarity, peace, and a limitless sense of potential. Chapter 3. Why clinging holds you back. Clinging may feel like holding on to what matters, but in reality, it often keeps you trapped. Whether it's clinging to a specific outcome, a relationship, or even an old version of yourself, this attachment creates fear and resistance. Instead of helping you grow, it limits your ability to adapt and explore new possibilities. When you cling, you tie your happiness to something external. If that thing changes, disappears, or doesn't go as planned, it leaves you feeling lost or disappointed. This dependence prevents you from discovering the strength and stability that come from within. Clinging also creates unnecessary stress. The tighter you hold on, the more anxious you become about losing what you're attached to. This constant fear drains your energy and blinds you to other opportunities around you. Letting go of this need to control can bring a sense of relief and peace. Growth requires openness, but clinging shuts you off from change. Life is constantly evolving, and holding on too tightly to one idea, person, or goal can stop you from moving forward. By releasing your grip, you allow new experiences, people, and opportunities to enter your life. Freedom from clinging doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you shift your focus. Instead of clinging to what you can't control, you invest your energy in what you can. This could be your actions, mindset, or personal growth. This shift empowers you to face life with confidence and adaptability. Start by reflecting on where clinging might be holding you back. Are you holding on to something out of fear or habit? Imagine how it would feel to release that attachment. With each step, you'll discover that letting go doesn't mean losing. It means gaining the freedom to grow and thrive. Chapter 4. Freedom in surrender. Surrender is often misunderstood as giving up, but in truth, it is one of the most empowering acts you can take. Surrender is not about losing control. It's about releasing the illusion of control. It's the decision to stop fighting against the natural flow of life and to trust in its unfolding. When you surrender, you free yourself from the weight of resistance and create space for clarity, peace, and limitless growth. Freedom in surrender begins with acceptance. Life is filled with uncertainty, and trying to control every outcome only creates stress and frustration. By surrendering, you accept that some things are beyond your influence. This doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means you stop clinging to the need for a specific result. Acceptance allows you to focus your energy on what you can change and let go of what you cannot. Surrender also means letting go of the need for perfection. Many people hold themselves back, waiting for the perfect time, plan, or circumstances. But perfection is an illusion that keeps you stuck in fear and doubt. Surrendering means embracing imperfection, knowing that growth happens in the process, not in waiting for ideal conditions. Trust is a cornerstone of surrender. It's trusting yourself, the process, and the greater forces at work in your life. This trust allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the path ahead isn't clear. Surrender is not about passivity. It's about acting with intention while leaving room for the unexpected. When you trust in the flow of life, you open yourself to opportunities you may not have planned for, but are exactly what you need. Surrender also brings emotional freedom. When you let go of resentment, fear, or the need for validation, you unburden yourself from emotions that weigh you down. This emotional release creates a sense of lightness, allowing you to experience life with greater joy and openness. Surrender doesn't mean you ignore your feelings. It means you stop letting them control you. Another aspect of surrender is releasing the attachment to outcomes. Often we tie our happiness to achieving a specific goal or expectation. While goals are important, clinging to a single outcome blinds you to other possibilities. Surrendering means pursuing your goals with passion while remaining open to where the journey may lead. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities and setbacks into lessons. Surrender also fosters resilience. When you stop resisting life's natural flow, you become more adaptable. Challenges no longer feel like insurmountable obstacles, but like waves you can navigate. This resilience gives you the strength to keep moving forward, even when the journey feels uncertain or difficult. Practicing surrender can start small. Reflect on an area of your life where you feel stuck or overwhelmed. Ask yourself, what am I trying to control that I cannot? Imagine how it would feel to release that need for control and trust in the process. Surrendering doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you choose freedom over fear. Surrender also connects you to the present moment. When you let go of the past and stop worrying about the future, you can fully experience the now. This presence enhances your clarity, creativity, and sense of peace, allowing you to make decisions that align with your true self. The freedom in surrender lies in its ability to reconnect you with life's flow. It removes the barriers of resistance, fear, and doubt, creating a sense of harmony with yourself and the world around you. Surrender doesn't diminish your power. It amplifies it by aligning your actions with your purpose and the greater forces at work. Let this chapter encourage you to embrace surrender as a path to freedom. Release what you cannot control, trust in your ability to navigate life, and open yourself to the limitless possibilities that arise when you let go. Surrender is not an act of weakness. It's the ultimate act of strength, clarity, and faith in the life you are creating. Chapter 5. Redefining success through detachment. Success is often defined by society's standards, wealth, status, accolades, or the approval of others. While these external markers may bring temporary satisfaction, they rarely lead to lasting fulfillment. True success is deeply personal, rooted in alignment with your values, passions, and purpose. Detachment is the key to redefining success on your terms, freeing you from external pressures and creating a life that feels authentic and meaningful. Detachment allows you to shift your focus from results to intentions. When you measure success solely by outcomes, you tie your worth to factors beyond your control. Detachment reframes success as the effort, growth, and alignment you bring to your actions, regardless of the result. This mindset empowers you to find satisfaction in the process, making every step of the journey worthwhile. One of the most powerful aspects of detachment is the freedom it provides from comparison. In a world dominated by social media and societal expectations, it's easy to fall into the trap of measuring yourself against others. Detachment helps you recognize that everyone's path is unique, and comparing your journey to someone else's only distracts you from your own progress. Success becomes a personal experience, defined by your growth and authenticity, not by external validation. Detachment also liberates you from the fear of failure. When success is defined by external achievements, failure can feel devastating, leading to self-doubt and hesitation. Detachment redefines failure as feedback, a natural part of growth rather than a measure of your worth. By letting go of the fear of failing, you open yourself to taking risks, exploring new opportunities, and discovering your true potential. Another way detachment redefines success is by encouraging balance. Often, the pursuit of traditional success comes at the expense of well-being, relationships, or personal fulfillment. Detachment helps you prioritize what truly matters, ensuring that your definition of success aligns with your values. This balance allows you to enjoy the journey without sacrificing your health or happiness. Detachment also fosters resilience in the face of challenges. When you're not overly attached to a specific outcome, you can adapt to setbacks with greater ease. Detachment doesn't mean you stop striving. It means you maintain your drive while staying flexible. This adaptability helps you navigate obstacles with clarity and confidence, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. Redefining success through detachment also means embracing your uniqueness. Your version of success doesn't have to look like anyone else's, and that's its beauty. Detachment allows you to honor your individuality, creating goals and aspirations that reflect your true self. This authenticity makes your achievements more meaningful as they are rooted in your passions and purpose. Gratitude plays a significant role in this redefinition. When you focus on what you already have, rather than what you lack, you cultivate a sense of abundance. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you see the progress you've made and the blessings in your life. This mindset enhances your sense of fulfillment, making success feel achievable and rewarding. Practicing detachment doesn't mean giving up on ambition. It means approaching your goals with clarity and balance. Start by reflecting on what success means to you. Is it about external recognition, or is it about feeling aligned with your purpose? Write down your definition of success, focusing on how it aligns with your values and what brings you joy. Detachment also involves letting go of the need for constant validation. When you rely on others' approval to feel successful, you give away your power. Detachment helps you reclaim that power, teaching you to find fulfillment within yourself. This self-reliance creates a sense of freedom, allowing you to pursue your goals without being swayed by external opinions. As you redefine success through detachment, you'll notice a shift in how you approach life. The pressure to achieve fades, replaced by a sense of curiosity and passion for the journey. Success becomes less about reaching a destination and more about the experiences and growth along the way. This chapter invites you to take a closer look at your own definition of success. What have you been striving for, and why? Reflect on whether these goals align with your true self, or if they've been influenced by external expectations. Consider how detachment could help you create a more fulfilling and balanced vision of success. By redefining success through detachment, you gain the freedom to live authentically, the courage to embrace failure, and the resilience to pursue your goals without fear. Success is no longer a destination dictated by others. It's a journey you define for yourself, guided by your values, purpose, and passions. Chapter 6. Embracing change without fear. Change is a constant in life, yet it's often met with resistance or fear. The uncertainty of what lies ahead can feel overwhelming, causing us to cling to what is familiar, even when it no longer serves us. Embracing change without fear is a transformative act that allows you to flow with life rather than fight against it. Detachment is the key to this process, enabling you to navigate change with clarity, courage, and grace. Fear of change stems from the unknown. The mind craves certainty, and when faced with unpredictability, it can create scenarios of doubt and worry. Detachment helps reframe this perspective. Instead of seeing change as a threat, it becomes an opportunity, an invitation to grow, explore, and discover new possibilities. When you let go of the need to control every aspect of the future, you free yourself from the paralysis of fear. Detachment also shifts the focus from what is ending to what is beginning. Every change, no matter how challenging, brings the potential for new experiences and lessons. By releasing attachment to the past or fear of losing what is familiar, you make space for the opportunities that change can bring. This mindset doesn't ignore the pain of transition, but allows you to see beyond it, finding hope in the possibilities that await. Embracing change requires trust. Trust in yourself, in the process, and in the greater forces at work. Detachment reinforces this trust by reminding you that life is not always within your control, but your response to it is. Change is not something to fear. It is something to navigate with intention and resilience. Trusting yourself to handle whatever comes next creates a sense of empowerment and peace. Adaptability is a crucial skill for embracing change. When you detach from rigid expectations, you become more flexible in your approach. Change rarely follows a predictable path, and adaptability allows you to adjust without losing your sense of purpose or direction. This flexibility turns obstacles into stepping stones, helping you move forward with confidence. Letting go of perfectionism also plays a significant role. Change is rarely seamless, and expecting perfection can lead to unnecessary stress and disappointment. By embracing imperfection, you free yourself from the pressure to have everything figured out. Detachment helps you focus on progress rather than perfection, allowing you to navigate change with patience and self-compassion. Gratitude transforms how you experience change. While transitions can be challenging, they also bring moments of growth and renewal. Focusing on what you can learn from change and appreciating the opportunities it offers creates a sense of abundance. Gratitude shifts your mindset from fear to possibility, making the process of change feel less daunting and more rewarding. Start by reflecting on your relationship with change. Consider moments in your life when unexpected shifts brought unexpected growth or opportunities. Recognizing how change has shaped you in the past can help you approach future transitions with greater confidence and openness. Detachment also encourages you to embrace the present moment. When you let go of fear about the future or regret about the past, you can fully experience the now. The present is where clarity resides, and it's in this space that you can take purposeful action toward embracing change. Grounding yourself in the present makes the uncertainty of change feel manageable. Facing change without fear doesn't mean you won't feel uncertain. It means you choose to move forward anyway. Each step you take builds resilience, showing you that you're capable of handling life's transitions. With every change you navigate, you grow stronger, more adaptable, and more aligned with your true self. Embracing change with detachment allows you to see it as an ally rather than an enemy. It's a natural part of life's flow, one that leads to renewal, discovery, and transformation. When fear no longer controls your response to change, you unlock the freedom to evolve and thrive in ways you never imagined. Chapter 7. Mastering Emotional Independence. Emotional independence is a profound freedom, the ability to navigate your emotions without being tethered to the opinions, actions, or approval of others. It's about finding stability and peace within yourself, no matter what external circumstances arise. When you master emotional independence, you become resilient, self-assured, and limitless in your capacity to grow and thrive. Reliance on external validation is a common trap. Seeking approval or avoiding disapproval often dictates actions and feelings. Emotional independence begins with the realization that your worth isn't determined by others' opinions. Detachment allows you to break free from this cycle, empowering you to define your own value and priorities. This shift fosters self-confidence and a deeper connection to your authentic self. Emotional independence doesn't mean shutting others out or ignoring your feelings. It's about understanding your emotions without being controlled by them. When someone's words or actions upset you, it's easy to feel powerless. Detachment helps you pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully, rather than reacting impulsively. This creates emotional clarity and puts you back in control of your inner world. Boundaries are a cornerstone of emotional independence. Without clear boundaries, others' emotions and expectations can blur into your own, leaving you feeling overwhelmed or drained. Detachment allows you to set and maintain boundaries with compassion and firmness. Boundaries don't distance you from others. They protect your emotional well-being, enabling healthier, more balanced relationships. Mastering emotional independence also requires self-awareness. When you understand your triggers, patterns, and needs, you can navigate emotions with greater ease. Detachment enhances this self-awareness by helping you step back and observe your feelings without judgment. Instead of being consumed by anger, fear, or sadness, you can acknowledge these emotions and address their root causes constructively. Another essential aspect of emotional independence is releasing the need to control others. It's natural to want those you care about to behave in certain ways. But clinging to this desire only leads to frustration and conflict. Detachment helps you accept that you cannot control others' actions, only your response to them. This acceptance brings peace and strengthens your relationships. Resilience grows as you master emotional independence. Life is unpredictable, and external circumstances will not always align with your expectations. Emotional independence allows you to face these challenges with grace, knowing that your sense of self remains intact. This resilience transforms setbacks into opportunities for growth, reinforcing your ability to navigate life's complexities. Gratitude supports emotional independence by grounding you in the positive aspects of your life. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you cultivate a sense of contentment and abundance. Gratitude shifts your perspective, helping you detach from external validation and appreciate the richness of your own journey. Practicing emotional independence can start with small, intentional actions. Take a moment to reflect on a recent situation where you felt emotionally reactive. Ask yourself, was my reaction tied to someone else's behavior or opinion? How could I have approached the situation differently? This self-reflection is a powerful tool for building emotional resilience and independence. Building emotional independence doesn't mean avoiding connections, it means enriching them. When you're not dependent on others for your happiness or self-worth, your relationships become healthier and more fulfilling. You can give and receive love freely without fear of rejection or the need to please. This freedom deepens trust and authenticity in your connections. As you master emotional independence, you'll notice a shift in how you approach challenges and relationships. External pressures lose their power over you, and your inner world becomes a source of strength and peace. This transformation empowers you to engage with life fully, without being weighed down by the need for constant validation or control. Emotional independence is not about isolation, it's about self-reliance. It's the ability to stand tall in your truth, no matter what storms arise. When you detach from external influences, you create space for your inner voice to guide you, leading to a life that feels balanced, authentic, and limitless. Chapter 8. Detachment and True Inner Peace. Inner peace is a state of being that transcends external chaos, offering clarity, calm, and balance no matter what life brings. While the world often equates peace with the absence of problems, true inner peace is much deeper. It's the ability to remain steady and grounded, even amidst uncertainty, conflict, or adversity. Detachment is the gateway to this profound state, enabling you to free yourself from the turbulence of external influences and reconnect with your inner self. At the heart of inner peace is the realization that you cannot control everything. Life is unpredictable, relationships are complex, and outcomes rarely align perfectly with expectations. Clinging to the idea that you must control these factors creates stress and anxiety, leaving little room for peace. Detachment helps you let go of this need for control, allowing you to accept life as it unfolds. This acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means embracing what is, while focusing your energy on what truly matters. One of the greatest obstacles to inner peace is attachment to external validation. Whether it's praise, recognition, or a desire to meet societal expectations, these attachments pull you away from your center. Detachment allows you to step back from this endless cycle, reminding you that your worth is not determined by others' opinions. Inner peace comes from knowing that you are enough, just as you are, without the need for constant approval. Emotions play a significant role in your journey to inner peace. Anger, fear, and worry often stem from attachment, holding on to past grievances, fearing future outcomes, or clinging to what feels safe. Detachment invites you to observe these emotions without judgment, understanding their origins without letting them dictate your actions. This practice doesn't suppress emotions. It allows them to flow freely, leaving space for clarity and calm. Detachment also transforms your relationship with material possessions. The modern world often ties success and happiness to what you own, creating a cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. True inner peace comes from recognizing that possessions are tools, not sources of fulfillment. By letting go of the need to acquire or cling to material things, you create space for deeper joys, connection, purpose, and self-discovery. The concept of time can also disrupt inner peace. Dwelling on the past or worrying about the future pulls you away from the present moment, where peace resides. Detachment helps you break free from these mental traps, allowing you to fully embrace the now. The present moment is where life happens, where clarity emerges, and where peace is found. Detachment grounds you in this reality, freeing you from the weight of what was or what might be. Detachment doesn't mean withdrawing from life. It means engaging with it more fully. By releasing attachments, you can approach challenges with a clear mind and an open heart. This clarity allows you to make decisions rooted in wisdom rather than fear, creating outcomes that align with your values and purpose. When you detach, you act from a place of peace, not desperation. The ripple effect of inner peace extends to every area of your life. Relationships become more harmonious because you're no longer reacting impulsively or seeking constant validation. Decisions become easier because you're not clouded by fear or attachment. Even challenges lose their sting as you approach them with calm and resilience, trusting in your ability to adapt and grow. To cultivate true inner peace through detachment, begin with self-reflection. Identify the areas in your life where attachment creates stress or discomfort. Are there expectations, fears, or possessions you're clinging to? Imagine how it would feel to release those burdens, even if just a little. This mental exercise begins the process of detachment, creating space for peace to take root. Mindfulness is another powerful tool for cultivating inner peace. Detachment thrives in the present moment, and mindfulness helps you stay grounded there. Take time each day to focus on your breath, your surroundings, or a simple activity. This practice not only reduces stress, but also reinforces your connection to the here and now, where peace resides. Gratitude amplifies the peace that detachment brings. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude reminds you of the beauty in simplicity, the joy in connection, and the fulfillment in presence. This shift creates a profound sense of contentment, deepening your inner peace. Inner peace is not about avoiding challenges or eliminating conflict. It's about transforming how you respond to them. Detachment equips you with the tools to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. It empowers you to let go of what you cannot control, focus on what you can, and trust in the unfolding of life. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of calm, clarity, and purpose. Picture yourself navigating difficult conversations, unexpected changes, or uncertain outcomes without losing your balance. This is the power of detachment and the gift of true inner peace. It's a state of being that allows you to fully experience life, free from the weight of unnecessary burdens. Let this understanding guide your journey. Embrace detachment not as a way to distance yourself from life, but as a way to engage with it more deeply. Inner peace is not something you find. It's something you create by letting go of what no longer serves you and opening yourself to the limitless possibilities within. Chapter 9. How to let go of control. Control often feels like security, a way to protect yourself from uncertainty, ensure outcomes align with your desires, and navigate life on your terms. But the need for control can become a burden, creating stress, tension, and frustration when life inevitably unfolds in unexpected ways. Letting go of control doesn't mean giving up. It means finding freedom in trust and flexibility. It's a practice that unlocks inner peace, resilience, and clarity. The illusion of control stems from fear. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown, clinging to control becomes a defense mechanism to avoid these outcomes. However, the harder you try to control every aspect of life, the more anxiety and resistance you create. Letting go of control requires acknowledging this fear and shifting your focus from managing everything to trusting in your ability to adapt and thrive. Detachment is the key to releasing control. It helps you separate your sense of self-worth from external outcomes, allowing you to approach challenges with calm and confidence. When you let go of control, you stop resisting what you cannot change and start directing your energy toward what you can influence. This shift empowers you to move through life with greater ease and purpose. Flexibility is an essential skill in letting go of control. Life is inherently unpredictable, and rigid plans often crumble under the weight of unforeseen circumstances. Flexibility allows you to adapt without losing your sense of direction. By embracing change and remaining open to new possibilities, you turn obstacles into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. Letting go of control also deepens your connection to the present moment. The need for control often pulls you into the future, worrying about outcomes and scenarios that haven't yet occurred. Detachment brings you back to the now, where clarity and peace reside. Focusing on the present allows you to make thoughtful decisions, respond to challenges with grace, and fully experience life as it unfolds. Relationships are profoundly impacted by the need for control. Attempting to control others, whether through expectations, criticism, or manipulation, creates tension and erodes trust. Letting go of control in relationships means respecting others' autonomy and accepting that you cannot dictate their choices or behaviors. This shift fosters healthier, more authentic connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Another powerful aspect of releasing control is recognizing the role of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean passivity or inaction. It means trusting the process and accepting that some things are beyond your influence. Surrendering to life's flow allows you to focus on what truly matters, freeing you from the stress of trying to manage every detail. It's an act of faith in yourself, your journey, and the unfolding of life. The need for control often extends to personal expectations. You might cling to rigid goals or idealized versions of yourself, feeling disappointed when reality doesn't align. Letting go of these expectations doesn't mean abandoning your aspirations. It means embracing imperfection and finding value in the journey itself. By releasing the need for things to be a certain way, you open yourself to unexpected joys and discoveries. Letting go of control also involves shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. The fear of losing control often arises from a belief that there isn't enough time, resources, or opportunities. Detachment helps you see the abundance already present in your life, fostering gratitude and trust in the flow of possibilities. This perspective reduces anxiety and allows you to approach life with optimism and confidence. The process of letting go begins with self-reflection. Identify areas in your life where the need for control creates stress or tension. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of losing? What might happen if I let go? These questions help uncover the underlying fears and beliefs driving your need for control, allowing you to address them with compassion and intention. Practicing small acts of letting go builds the foundation for greater freedom. Start by releasing control over minor aspects of your day, such as delegating a task or embracing spontaneity. These small steps reinforce the idea that you can trust yourself and others, gradually building confidence in your ability to navigate uncertainty. Letting go of control doesn't mean abandoning responsibility or care. It means choosing where to direct your energy wisely. By focusing on what you can influence, your thoughts, actions, and mindset, you regain a sense of empowerment without the weight of trying to manage the uncontrollable. Imagine a life where you're no longer consumed by the need to control everything around you. Picture yourself approaching challenges with calm, relationships with trust, and the unknown with curiosity. This is the freedom that comes from letting go of control. It's a state of being that allows you to engage with life fully, without the unnecessary burden of resistance or fear. Chapter 10. The Illusion of Ownership. Ownership is a concept deeply ingrained in human experience. From possessions and achievements to relationships and identities, we often define ourselves by what we own. Yet, this sense of ownership is an illusion. Nothing in life is truly ours. Not the objects we possess, the roles we play, or even the time we have. Recognizing this illusion is liberating, and detachment is the key to breaking free from its grip, allowing you to live with greater freedom, clarity, and peace. The illusion of ownership begins with attachment. We attach value and identity to things, believing they bring us security, status, or happiness. A house, a job, or even a relationship becomes more than just a part of our life. It becomes a reflection of who we think we are. However, this attachment creates vulnerability. If these things are lost or change, we feel as if we've lost a piece of ourselves. Detachment teaches us to see beyond this illusion, understanding that our true self is not defined by what we own. Material possessions are often the most obvious source of the ownership illusion. Society encourages us to accumulate, equating success with the size of our home, the brand of our car, or the technology we carry. Yet possessions are fleeting. They wear out, break, or lose their appeal. Detachment allows us to appreciate what we have without clinging to it. It shifts our focus from possession to purpose, reminding us that things are tools to enhance life, not measures of our worth. The illusion of ownership extends beyond material objects to achievements and accolades. Titles, awards, and milestones can feel like markers of success, but they are external validations that don't define our true value. Clinging to these accomplishments can create pressure to constantly prove ourselves, leaving little room for growth or self-discovery. Detachment frees us from this cycle, encouraging us to focus on personal fulfillment rather than external validation. Relationships can also become entangled in the illusion of ownership. We may feel a sense of possession over the people we love, expecting them to behave in ways that align with our desires. This mindset creates conflict and undermines the authenticity of the connection. Detachment fosters respect and freedom in relationships, allowing love and trust to flourish without the need to control or possess. Time is another aspect of life where the illusion of ownership takes hold. We often think of time as something we can manage, save, or own. But time is fleeting, a resource that flows beyond our control. Detachment helps us embrace the present moment, letting go of the urge to control time and instead savoring each experience as it comes. This shift brings peace and presence, freeing us from the anxiety of trying to hold on to what cannot be grasped. The illusion of ownership even extends to our identities. We construct labels and roles to define who we are: parent, professional, artist, or achiever. While these roles provide structure, they are not the entirety of who we are. Clinging to a fixed identity can limit growth and create resistance to change. Detachment allows us to embrace the fluidity of our identity, understanding that we are not defined by any single role or label. Breaking free from the illusion of ownership begins with awareness. Reflect on the areas in your life where attachment creates stress, fear, or a sense of inadequacy. Are there possessions, achievements, or relationships you feel define your worth? Recognizing these attachments is the first step toward releasing their hold and reclaiming your inner freedom. Gratitude is a powerful tool in breaking this illusion. By focusing on the value of experiences, relationships, and moments rather than ownership, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude reminds you that life is enriched not by what you possess, but by how you engage with it. Letting go of ownership doesn't mean abandoning responsibility. It means approaching life with a mindset of stewardship rather than possession. For example, instead of thinking of a home as something you own, view it as a space you care for and share with others. This perspective creates a sense of connection and purpose rather than stress or attachment. The freedom that comes from releasing the illusion of ownership is profound. When you no longer tie your identity or happiness to external factors, you become resilient to life's changes. You can appreciate what you have without fearing its loss, and you can navigate challenges without feeling that your sense of self is at stake. Imagine living a life where you're no longer burdened by the need to accumulate, prove, or possess. Picture yourself moving through the world with a sense of lightness, engaging deeply with each moment and connection. This is the gift of detachment. It frees you from the illusion of ownership and opens the door to a life of true abundance and peace. This journey is not about rejecting the material or external aspects of life, but about redefining your relationship with them. It's about understanding that everything in life is temporary and that your true essence lies beyond what you own or achieve. By embracing this perspective, you unlock the limitless potential of living authentically, free from the constraints of the illusion. Chapter 11. Finding clarity through detachment. Clarity is often clouded by the noise of attachment to outcomes, expectations, fears, and distractions. When the mind clings to what it thinks it must control, achieve, or avoid, it becomes overwhelmed and chaotic, making it difficult to see life's true path. Detachment clears this mental fog, offering a lens of simplicity and focus that allows you to see things as they truly are. It is in detachment that clarity thrives, guiding you toward peace, purpose, and progress. Detachment doesn't mean disconnection. It means observing without over-identifying. When you detach from your thoughts and emotions, you create space to see them objectively. Instead of being consumed by fear or worry, you can recognize them as passing states. This awareness gives you the clarity to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, allowing you to make decisions aligned with your values and goals. One of the greatest obstacles to clarity is attachment to expectations. When you hold tightly to how things should be, you create resistance to how they actually are. This resistance blinds you to alternative paths and opportunities. Detachment helps you release these rigid expectations, enabling you to embrace the present moment with curiosity and openness. In this state, clarity emerges naturally, free from the weight of what-ifs and should-haves. Clarity through detachment also comes from simplifying your mental and emotional landscape. The modern world bombards us with information, opinions, and comparisons, creating a constant state of distraction. Detachment allows you to step back from this chaos, filtering out what is unnecessary and focusing on what truly matters. It's about quieting the noise so that your inner voice can be heard. Emotions, while valuable, can cloud clarity when they are overwhelming or unprocessed. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring your feelings. It means understanding them without letting them dominate your perspective. For example, fear can distort reality, making challenges seem insurmountable. Detachment helps you see fear for what it is, a signal rather than a roadblock, allowing you to approach situations with confidence and clarity. Relationships are another area where clarity can be compromised by attachment. When you cling to expectations or desires in relationships, it's easy to lose sight of the connection's true nature. Detachment allows you to see relationships for what they are, appreciating their value without imposing unrealistic demands. This clarity deepens trust, communication, and authenticity, creating healthier, more fulfilling connections. Clarity through detachment also enhances decision-making. When you're overly attached to a specific outcome, it can skew your judgment, leading to choices driven by fear or ego. Detachment allows you to weigh options objectively, considering both logic and intuition. This balance leads to decisions that feel aligned with your true self, rather than influenced by external pressures or fleeting emotions. The pursuit of clarity often involves letting go of clutter, both physical and mental. Simplifying your environment and routine can create a sense of order that supports mental focus. Similarly, simplifying your thoughts by letting go of unproductive worries or comparisons creates the mental space needed for clarity to thrive. Gratitude amplifies clarity by shifting your focus from what is lacking to what is present. When you detach from the constant pursuit of more, you can appreciate the abundance already in your life. This perspective allows you to see opportunities and blessings that might otherwise go unnoticed, reinforcing a sense of clarity and purpose. Detachment also cultivates trust in yourself and the process of life. Clarity isn't about knowing all the answers. It's about trusting that you have the tools to navigate whatever comes your way. This trust allows you to move forward with confidence, even when the path ahead is uncertain. Detachment frees you from the need for certainty, replacing it with a sense of inner guidance. Finding clarity through detachment is a gradual process. Start by identifying areas where attachment clouds your perspective, whether it's an unresolved emotion, a rigid expectation, or a distracting habit. Reflect on how detachment could bring clarity to these areas. What would it feel like to let go of these attachments and see the situation as it truly is? Imagine a life where your mind is calm, your decisions are thoughtful, and your actions are aligned with your purpose. This is the power of clarity through detachment. It's not about removing complexity from life, but about approaching it with a clear and focused mind. With each step toward detachment, you uncover the clarity needed to navigate life's challenges and opportunities with grace. Clarity is not something you find, it's something you create by removing the barriers that cloud your vision. Detachment is the tool that clears the way, allowing you to see yourself, your relationships, and your path with renewed perspective. Embrace this clarity and let it guide you toward a life of purpose, peace, and fulfillment. Chapter 12. The role of detachment in relationships. Relationships are among the most meaningful aspects of life, yet they can also be the source of some of our greatest challenges. Often these challenges arise when attachment overshadows connection. Detachment doesn't mean withdrawing or caring less. It means loving and engaging with others without clinging to expectations, outcomes, or control. By embracing detachment, relationships become healthier, more authentic, and deeply fulfilling. Attachment in relationships can manifest as dependency, control, or unrealistic expectations. You might expect a partner, friend, or family member to meet all your needs, validate your worth, or behave in ways that align with your desires. When these expectations aren't met, disappointment and conflict often follow. Detachment helps you release these expectations, allowing relationships to flourish naturally without the weight of imposed demands. Detachment fosters respect for individuality. Each person in a relationship is a unique individual with their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences. When you detach from the need to control or change others, you create space for them to be themselves. This respect strengthens trust and understanding, forming the foundation for a more authentic connection. Another benefit of detachment is emotional resilience. Relationships inevitably involve disagreements, misunderstandings, and moments of tension. When you're overly attached to an outcome, such as needing to be right or avoiding conflict, these moments can feel overwhelming. Detachment allows you to approach challenges with a calm and open mind, focusing on resolution rather than reaction. This mindset nurtures harmony and growth within the relationship. Detachment also helps you maintain a sense of self within relationships. It's easy to lose yourself in the roles you play, whether as a partner, parent, or friend. Over-identifying with these roles can lead to dependency or burnout. Detachment reminds you that your identity is not defined solely by your relationships. By maintaining a strong sense of self, you bring more balance, energy, and authenticity to your connections. Letting go of the need for control is another transformative aspect of detachment. Relationships often become strained when one person tries to dictate the other's choices, feelings, or behaviors. This control stems from fear of losing the relationship, fear of rejection, or fear of change. Detachment replaces this fear with trust. Trust that the relationship will grow naturally, that others are capable of making their own decisions, and that love does not require control. Detachment doesn't mean indifference or avoiding emotional investment. In fact, it enhances emotional intimacy by removing barriers to genuine connection. When you let go of expectations, you engage with others more freely, appreciating them for who they are rather than who you want them to be. This authenticity deepens bonds, making relationships more meaningful and fulfilling. Boundaries play a crucial role in detachment. Healthy boundaries protect your emotional well-being and ensure that relationships remain balanced. Detachment allows you to set and maintain these boundaries without guilt, creating a dynamic where both individuals feel respected and valued. Boundaries aren't walls, they are guidelines that support mutual growth and understanding. Gratitude amplifies the benefits of detachment in relationships. By focusing on what you appreciate about the people in your life, rather than what you wish to change, you cultivate a sense of contentment and joy. Gratitude shifts the focus from lack to abundance, reinforcing the positive aspects of your connections and fostering a deeper sense of love and appreciation. Detachment also encourages you to embrace impermanence. All relationships evolve, and some may naturally come to an end. Clinging to a relationship out of fear of loss can create tension and stifle growth. Detachment allows you to honor the journey of the relationship, whether it lasts a lifetime or a season. This perspective helps you approach endings with grace and gratitude, rather than resistance or regret. To practice detachment in relationships, start by reflecting on your expectations and patterns. Are there areas where you cling to control, validation, or specific outcomes? Consider how releasing these attachments could bring more peace and authenticity to your connections. Small acts of detachment, such as letting go of the need to win an argument or accepting someone's perspective without judgment, can transform how you engage with others. Imagine relationships where love and connection flow freely, unburdened by fear, control, or unrealistic expectations. Picture yourself engaging with others from a place of trust, respect, and authenticity. This is the power of detachment in relationships. It creates space for deeper understanding, mutual growth, and genuine connection. Detachment is not a barrier to love, it's the foundation for it. By letting go of what hinders connection, you open the door to relationships that are more balanced, fulfilling, and aligned with your true self. Embrace detachment as a tool for nurturing the connections that matter most, and watch as your relationships transform in ways you never imagined. Chapter 13. How Detachment Enhances Focus. Focus is the ability to direct your energy and attention toward what truly matters, free from distractions and unnecessary burdens. Yet, in today's fast-paced world, focus often feels elusive. The constant pull of notifications, worries, and competing priorities scatters the mind, making it difficult to maintain clarity and purpose. Detachment is the key to reclaiming your focus, enabling you to align your thoughts, actions, and energy with your goals. By letting go of what no longer serves you, detachment creates the mental space needed to thrive. The modern challenge of focus lies in attachment to outcomes, fears, or even the need to multitask. When the mind is tethered to too many things, it becomes fragmented. Detachment helps you declutter your mental landscape by allowing you to release the noise and distractions that dilute your attention. This clarity sharpens your focus, making it easier to concentrate on what matters most. One of the most profound ways detachment enhances focus is by reducing emotional interference. Emotional attachments, whether to a past mistake, a future worry, or an unresolved conflict, consume mental energy and cloud your thinking. Detachment doesn't mean ignoring your emotions, it means addressing them without letting them dominate your mind. By letting go of these emotional burdens, you create a calm and centered state where focus can flourish. Detachment also helps you prioritize effectively. The mind tends to overcomplicate things, clinging to tasks or responsibilities that may not align with your goals. When you detach from the need to do everything or please everyone, you can identify what truly deserves your attention. This ability to prioritize ensures that your energy is directed toward what will have the greatest impact, rather than being spread thin across unnecessary obligations. The fear of failure is another major barrier to focus. When you're overly attached to a specific outcome, you may hesitate to take risks or commit fully to a task, fearing the possibility of falling short. Detachment liberates you from this fear, allowing you to focus on the process rather than the result. This shift not only enhances productivity, but also encourages creativity and innovation, as you're no longer constrained by the fear of making mistakes. Focus is also strengthened by letting go of perfectionism. The need for everything to be flawless can paralyze progress, creating a cycle of overthinking and procrastination. Detachment teaches you to embrace imperfection, recognizing that progress is more important than perfection. By releasing the pressure to get everything exactly right, you free your mind to focus on the task at hand, rather than being bogged down by unrealistic expectations. Another way detachment enhances focus is by fostering presence. The mind often oscillates between dwelling on the past and worrying about the future, pulling your attention away from the present moment. Detachment anchors you in the now, helping you fully engage with the task at hand. When you're present, your focus becomes sharper, your actions more deliberate, and your results more meaningful. Gratitude plays a complementary role in enhancing focus through detachment. When you focus on what you're grateful for rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. This positive mindset reduces the mental clutter of dissatisfaction or comparison, allowing you to focus on your goals with clarity and confidence. Detachment also helps you create boundaries that protect your focus. Distractions often arise from external demands or the need to be constantly available. By setting clear boundaries, such as dedicating specific times for work or unplugging from technology, you safeguard your mental energy. Detachment empowers you to say no to distractions, ensuring that your focus remains intact. The practice of single tasking aligns beautifully with detachment. Multitasking divides your attention and diminishes the quality of your work. Detachment encourages you to let go of the urge to do everything at once and instead devote your full energy to one task at a time. This practice not only improves focus, but also enhances the sense of accomplishment that comes with completing tasks effectively. Detachment also encourages you to reassess your relationship with time. The pressure to do more in less time often leads to burnout and scattered focus. By detaching from the need to rush, you can approach tasks with intention and patience. This slower, more deliberate approach allows you to focus deeply, resulting in higher quality work and a greater sense of fulfillment. To cultivate focus through detachment, begin by identifying what distracts or overwhelms you. Are there tasks, expectations, or worries that pull your attention in too many directions? Reflect on how you can release or reprioritize these distractions. Even small changes, such as turning off notifications during work or setting aside time for mindfulness, can have a profound impact on your ability to focus. Imagine a life where your mind is clear, your energy is directed, and your goals are within reach. Detachment offers the tools to create this reality, helping you cut through the noise and concentrate on what truly matters. As you embrace detachment, you'll discover that focus is not just about doing more, it's about doing what aligns with your purpose and values. Focus is the bridge between intention and action, and detachment clears the path. By releasing what distracts or hinders you, you create the mental clarity and emotional resilience needed to move forward with confidence. Let detachment guide you toward a life of greater focus, productivity, and fulfillment. Chapter 14. Freedom from the need for validation. The need for validation is a deeply ingrained part of human nature. We often seek approval, recognition, and affirmation from others to feel valued and worthy. While validation can provide temporary comfort, an over-reliance on it traps you in a cycle of dependency. True freedom comes when you detach from this need, recognizing that your worth isn't defined by external opinions, but by the unwavering truth of who you are. Validation becomes a trap when it dictates your choices and self-perception. If you constantly strive to meet others' expectations, you risk losing touch with your authentic self. The fear of rejection or disapproval often leads to actions that prioritize pleasing others over fulfilling your true desires. Detachment liberates you from this fear, allowing you to act in alignment with your values rather than external demands. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about others or their feedback. It means you stop attaching your self-worth to their opinions. Constructive feedback can be valuable, but when you let go of the need for constant validation, you approach feedback with objectivity. You can evaluate it based on its relevance and merit, rather than letting it define your sense of self. The desire for validation is often rooted in insecurity. When you're unsure of your worth, external approval becomes a way to fill the void. Detachment shifts the focus inward, helping you cultivate self-awareness and self-compassion. By understanding and embracing your strengths and imperfections, you build an unshakable sense of self-worth that doesn't rely on others' praise. Social media has amplified the need for validation, creating a culture of likes, shares, and comments. The constant comparison to curated versions of others' lives fuels anxiety and self-doubt. Detachment allows you to break free from this cycle. It helps you see social media for what it is, a tool, not a measure of your value. This perspective lets you engage with these platforms more mindfully, without letting them dictate your happiness. Relationships often highlight the need for validation. You may seek approval from loved ones to feel secure, or avoid expressing your true feelings out of fear of disapproval. Detachment fosters authenticity in relationships, encouraging you to communicate honestly and be yourself without fear of judgment. This creates deeper, more genuine connections built on mutual respect and understanding. Detachment also transforms how you handle criticism. When you're overly attached to others' opinions, criticism can feel like a personal attack. Detachment helps you separate yourself from the critique, viewing it as a perspective rather than a verdict. This mindset allows you to learn from criticism without letting it diminish your confidence or sense of self. Freedom from validation liberates your creativity. The need for approval often stifles originality, leading you to conform to what's expected rather than exploring your unique ideas. Detachment removes these constraints, giving you the freedom to experiment, innovate, and express yourself fully. This not only enhances your creative output, but also deepens your sense of fulfillment. Detachment doesn't mean rejecting connection, it means fostering healthier connections. When you're free from the need for validation, you approach relationships with confidence and self-assuredness. You give and receive love freely, without the pressure to perform or meet unrealistic expectations. This balance creates a dynamic where both individuals feel valued for who they truly are. Gratitude plays a vital role in overcoming the need for validation. When you focus on what you appreciate about yourself and your life, you shift your perspective from seeking external approval to recognizing your intrinsic value. Gratitude reinforces the understanding that your worth isn't dependent on what others think. It's rooted in the unique qualities and experiences that make you who you are. Letting go of the need for validation requires practice. Begin by reflecting on situations where you seek approval and ask yourself why. Are you acting out of fear, insecurity, or habit? Consider how you might approach these situations differently if external opinions didn't matter. Small steps, such as celebrating your accomplishments privately or speaking your mind without hesitation, build the foundation for greater self-reliance. Imagine a life where you no longer feel the need to prove yourself to others. Picture yourself making decisions confidently, pursuing goals authentically, and expressing your thoughts and feelings without fear of rejection. This is the freedom that comes from detaching from validation, a state where your sense of self is no longer tethered to external approval. Freedom from validation doesn't mean you become immune to others' opinions. It means you learn to weigh them appropriately. You understand that while feedback and recognition can be helpful, they are not the ultimate measure of your worth. This balance allows you to engage with others openly while maintaining a strong connection to your inner self. Detachment empowers you to live authentically, unburdened by the expectations of others. It allows you to reclaim your energy and focus, directing it toward what truly matters to you. As you release the need for validation, you step into a life of greater clarity, confidence, and purpose. Embrace this freedom and let it guide you. The opinions of others may come and go, but your worth remains constant. By detaching from validation, you unlock the limitless potential of living a life true to yourself, a life that radiates peace, strength, and authenticity. Chapter 15. Overcoming fear of loss. The fear of loss is one of the most deeply rooted emotions, shaping decisions, behaviors, and even the way we perceive ourselves. It stems from a primal instinct to protect what we hold dear, whether it's a relationship, a possession, a status, or an identity. While this fear serves a protective purpose, it can also become a barrier, keeping you from living fully and authentically. Overcoming the fear of loss through detachment unlocks a profound sense of freedom and peace, enabling you to embrace life with courage and resilience. Fear of loss often arises from attachment. When you attach your happiness, security, or self-worth to something external, the thought of losing it can feel devastating. This attachment creates anxiety and a constant need to control, making it difficult to enjoy the present moment. Detachment helps you release this grip, shifting your focus from fear of what could be lost to gratitude for what is. Detachment doesn't mean you stop valuing what's important to you. It means you stop defining yourself by it. For example, you can deeply love someone without clinging to the fear of losing them. Detachment allows you to appreciate relationships, experiences, and possessions for what they bring to your life, without making them the foundation of your identity. This mindset creates space for joy and connection, unburdened by fear. The fear of loss is often magnified by the illusion of control. You might believe that if you try hard enough, you can prevent loss from occurring. But life is unpredictable, and no amount of effort can guarantee the permanence of anything. Detachment teaches you to accept this reality, not as a source of despair, but as an invitation to live more fully. When you let go of the need to control, you free yourself to focus on what truly matters, engaging deeply with the present, rather than worrying about the future. Loss is an inevitable part of life. Relationships change, possessions wear out, and circumstances evolve. While this truth can feel daunting, it also holds the key to freedom. Detachment helps you reframe loss as a natural part of life's cycle, rather than something to be feared. It teaches you that every ending carries the potential for a new beginning, and every loss creates space for something new to grow. Gratitude is a powerful tool for overcoming the fear of loss. When you focus on the blessings in your life, you shift your perspective from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude allows you to cherish what you have without being consumed by the fear of losing it. This mindset not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances your ability to connect with the people and experiences that matter most. Fear of loss often fuels overthinking. The mind replays scenarios, imagining worst-case outcomes in an attempt to prepare for them. This mental cycle can be exhausting, stealing your peace and focus. Detachment breaks this cycle by grounding you in the present. Instead of worrying about what might happen, you learn to trust your ability to handle whatever comes your way. This trust is the foundation of resilience. One of the most profound ways detachment helps you overcome the fear of loss is by strengthening your connection to your inner self. When you realize that your worth and happiness are not tied to external factors, you become less vulnerable to the pain of loss. This doesn't mean you won't feel sadness or grief. It means you'll have the strength to navigate those emotions without losing your sense of self. The fear of loss can also manifest in relationships, where the desire to hold on tightly can create tension and conflict. Detachment encourages you to approach relationships with trust and respect rather than fear. When you let go of the need to control or possess, you create space for authentic connection and mutual growth. This approach deepens relationships, making them more fulfilling and resilient. Practicing detachment involves acknowledging and confronting your fears. Start by reflecting on what you fear losing and why. Are these fears rooted in past experiences, insecurities, or societal expectations? Understanding the source of your fear allows you to address it with compassion and clarity. Ask yourself, what would life look like if I released this fear? How might I experience more peace and freedom by letting go? Letting go of the fear of loss doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop living in constant worry. It means embracing life's impermanence as a natural and beautiful part of the human experience. When you detach from the fear of losing, you discover the courage to love more deeply, explore more boldly, and live more fully. Imagine a life where you're no longer held back by the fear of losing what you value. Picture yourself savoring relationships, experiences, and achievements without the shadow of anxiety. This is the gift of detachment. It frees you from fear, allowing you to embrace life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. Loss will always be a part of life, but it doesn't have to define it. By overcoming the fear of loss through detachment, you gain the strength to navigate life's transitions with resilience and hope. Each loss becomes a lesson, each ending a new beginning, and each moment a chance to live authentically. Chapter 16. The balance between passion and detachment. Passion and detachment may seem like opposing forces, one fueling intensity and dedication, the other encouraging calm and release. However, these two concepts are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they complement one another. When balanced, passion and detachment create a powerful synergy, enabling you to pursue your goals with focus and drive while maintaining inner peace and resilience. This balance allows you to fully immerse yourself in life without becoming consumed by its ups and downs. Passion is the fire that motivates you. It's the energy that drives creativity, inspires action, and brings meaning to your pursuits. However, unchecked passion can lead to burnout, obsession, and emotional turbulence. When you become overly attached to the outcomes of your efforts, passion can transform into pressure, a relentless need to succeed that overshadows the joy of the journey. Detachment acts as a stabilizing force, helping you channel your passion constructively without letting it overwhelm you. Detachment doesn't mean letting go of your passions. It means letting go of the need for control and perfection. It's about pursuing your dreams wholeheartedly while remaining open to the possibilities of how they unfold. This mindset allows you to focus on the process rather than the outcome, finding fulfillment in the journey itself. When you detach from the need for specific results, you free yourself from the fear of failure, enabling you to take risks and explore new opportunities with confidence. Balancing passion with detachment also enhances your resilience. Passion can make you deeply invested in your goals, but when setbacks occur, the disappointment can feel overwhelming. Detachment helps you navigate these moments with grace, allowing you to view challenges as part of the process rather than as insurmountable obstacles. This perspective fosters adaptability and persistence, ensuring that your passion remains a source of motivation rather than stress. One of the key aspects of balancing passion and detachment is understanding your why. Passion is most powerful when it's rooted in a clear sense of purpose. When you're passionate about something because it aligns with your values and goals, it becomes a source of joy and inspiration. Detachment ensures that this passion remains grounded, preventing it from being driven by external validation or societal expectations. This alignment creates a sense of authenticity and fulfillment that sustains your passion over time. Detachment also helps you manage the emotional intensity that often accompanies passion. When you're deeply passionate about something, it's easy to become consumed by the highs and lows of the journey. Detachment provides a sense of balance, helping you maintain perspective and composure. It allows you to celebrate successes without becoming overly attached to them, and to learn from failures without being defined by them. Another way detachment complements passion is by fostering patience. Passion often fuels a desire for immediate results, which can lead to frustration when progress feels slow. Detachment helps you embrace the natural pace of growth, reminding you that meaningful progress takes time. This patience not only reduces stress, but also allows you to enjoy the small milestones along the way. Balancing passion with detachment also enhances your relationships. When you're passionate about something, it can sometimes overshadow your connections with others, leading to neglect or misunderstandings. Detachment helps you maintain balance, ensuring that your pursuits don't come at the expense of your relationships. It allows you to engage deeply with your passions while still prioritizing the people and connections that matter most. The practice of balancing passion and detachment begins with self-awareness. Reflect on the areas of your life where passion feels overwhelming or where detachment is lacking. Are there goals you're pursuing so intensely that they're causing stress or burnout? Are there areas where you've become overly attached to specific outcomes? Recognizing these patterns is the first step toward creating balance. Gratitude is another powerful tool for balancing passion and detachment. By focusing on the progress you've made and the opportunities you've been given, you shift your perspective from what's lacking to what's abundant. This gratitude reinforces your passion while grounding it in a sense of appreciation and contentment. Detachment also encourages you to embrace flexibility in your pursuits. Passion can sometimes lead to rigid expectations about how things should unfold, which can create disappointment when reality doesn't align. Detachment reminds you to stay open to new possibilities and to adapt your plans as needed. This flexibility not only enhances your ability to achieve your goals, but also ensures that the journey remains enjoyable and fulfilling. Imagine a life where you wake up each day with a sense of purpose and excitement, driven by your passions, but unburdened by the fear of failure or the need for perfection. Picture yourself pursuing your goals with dedication and focus, while remaining calm and resilient in the face of challenges. This is the power of balancing passion and detachment, a state where you can live fully and authentically, guided by both your heart and your mind. This balance doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice that requires reflection, intention, and patience. Start by integrating small acts of detachment into your passionate pursuits. Celebrate your progress without clinging to the outcome. Allow yourself to take breaks when needed, trusting that stepping back can often provide the clarity and energy needed to move forward. Balancing passion and detachment is not about choosing one over the other. It's about finding harmony between them. It's about being deeply engaged with life while maintaining the freedom to let go when necessary. By embracing this balance, you unlock the full potential of your passion, transforming it into a source of inspiration, joy, and limitless growth. Chapter 17. Detachment as a Path to Limitless Growth. Growth is a natural and essential part of life. It is the process of evolving, learning, and stepping into your full potential. Yet, growth often feels elusive, hindered by fear, self-doubt, and the weight of attachments. Detachment provides a powerful framework for limitless growth by helping you release the obstacles that hold you back and embrace the freedom to explore, adapt, and thrive. The first step in detachment as a path to growth is recognizing what limits you. Attachments to old habits, beliefs, or identities can create a false sense of security, keeping you stuck in familiar but unfulfilling patterns. Detachment allows you to let go of these anchors, opening the door to new possibilities. Growth begins the moment you decide to release what no longer serves you. Fear is one of the most significant barriers to growth. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown, these emotions can paralyze you, preventing you from taking the risks necessary for progress. Detachment helps you confront fear by shifting your focus from what you might lose to what you stand to gain. It teaches you that failure is not an endpoint, but a stepping stone, a valuable teacher in the journey of growth. Detachment also fosters resilience, a key component of limitless growth. Life is filled with challenges and setbacks, and clinging to the need for constant success can make these obstacles feel insurmountable. Detachment empowers you to approach challenges with an open mind and a flexible attitude, turning adversity into an opportunity for learning and adaptation. Resilience doesn't mean avoiding difficulties, it means thriving despite them. The pursuit of growth often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. This can be daunting as the comfort zone feels safe and predictable. However, it's also where stagnation occurs. Detachment helps you embrace discomfort as a natural part of growth. When you let go of the need for certainty, you open yourself to new experiences, skills, and perspectives that expand your horizons. Detachment also transforms your relationship with success. Many people equate growth with achieving specific goals, but this attachment can lead to pressure and burnout. Detachment redefines success as progress rather than perfection. It encourages you to celebrate small victories and view the journey as just as important as the destination. This mindset creates a sense of fulfillment that sustains your growth over the long term. Another powerful aspect of detachment is its ability to quiet the noise of comparison. In a world where it's easy to measure yourself against others, detachment reminds you that your growth is unique. Letting go of comparison allows you to focus on your own journey, free from the distractions of envy or self-doubt. This clarity enhances your ability to grow authentically and at your own pace. Detachment also encourages curiosity, a vital ingredient for growth. When you're not attached to specific outcomes, you can explore new ideas and opportunities without fear of failure. This openness fosters creativity, innovation, and a willingness to take risks. Growth thrives in an environment where curiosity leads the way, and detachment provides the freedom to follow where it leads. Gratitude plays a significant role in detachment as a path to growth. By focusing on what you've already achieved and learned, you create a sense of abundance that fuels your motivation. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what's missing to what's possible, reinforcing the belief that growth is an ongoing and rewarding journey. The practice of detachment also enhances self-awareness. Growth requires a deep understanding of your strengths, weaknesses, and aspirations. Detachment allows you to observe yourself objectively, free from the influence of ego or self-criticism. This clarity helps you identify areas for improvement and take purposeful steps toward your goals. Letting go of attachment doesn't mean abandoning ambition. It means pursuing it with balance and intention. Detachment helps you stay focused on what truly matters, avoiding distractions and unnecessary stress. It allows you to prioritize your growth without becoming consumed by it, creating a sustainable approach to personal and professional development. Imagine a life where growth feels natural and exciting, unburdened by fear or pressure. Picture yourself embracing challenges with confidence, exploring new opportunities with curiosity, and celebrating each step of your journey. This is the freedom that detachment brings, a mindset that supports limitless growth by removing the barriers that hold you back. To incorporate detachment into your path of growth, start small. Reflect on an area of your life where attachment creates tension or resistance. Ask yourself, what would it feel like to release this attachment? How might letting go open the door to new possibilities? By taking small steps toward detachment, you'll begin to experience the freedom and clarity needed for growth. Growth is not about reaching a final destination. It's about continuously evolving and becoming the best version of yourself. Detachment transforms this process into a joyful and fulfilling experience, helping you navigate life's complexities with grace and purpose. Embrace detachment as your ally in growth, and watch as it unlocks a world of endless potential. Chapter 18. Releasing Toxic Expectations. Expectations are a natural part of life. We set them for ourselves, others, and the world around us, hoping they will align with our desires and goals. While healthy expectations can inspire growth and accountability, toxic expectations often have the opposite effect. They create stress, resentment, and disappointment when reality doesn't match the idealized version in our minds. Detachment is the antidote to toxic expectations, helping you release the weight of unrealistic demands and embrace life with greater peace and flexibility. Toxic expectations often stem from a desire for control. When you expect things to go a certain way, you create a rigid framework that leaves little room for change or adaptability. Life, however, is unpredictable. Detachment helps you let go of the need for everything to align perfectly, allowing you to flow with life's natural rhythm. By releasing these rigid expectations, you free yourself from frustration and open the door to new possibilities. One of the most common sources of toxic expectations is the relationships we hold dear. You might expect loved ones to behave in specific ways, meet certain standards, or fulfill roles you've assigned to them. When they fail to meet these expectations, it can lead to disappointment, anger, or even conflict. Detachment fosters healthier relationships by encouraging acceptance. It helps you appreciate people for who they are, rather than who you think they should be. This shift reduces tension and creates space for authentic connection. Detachment also transforms the way you approach expectations of yourself. Many people set excessively high standards for themselves, believing they must achieve perfection to feel worthy or successful. This mindset often leads to burnout, self-criticism, and a constant sense of inadequacy. By detaching from toxic self-expectations, you allow yourself to grow at your own pace, recognizing that progress is more important than perfection. Detachment enables you to celebrate your efforts and accomplishments, rather than focusing solely on what you have yet to achieve. Another area where toxic expectations arise is in the pursuit of goals. While ambition is essential for growth, becoming overly attached to specific outcomes can create unnecessary pressure. When you tie your happiness or self-worth to achieving a particular result, you set yourself up for disappointment if things don't go as planned. Detachment allows you to pursue your goals with passion while remaining open to different outcomes. It shifts your focus from the destination to the journey, making the process more fulfilling and enjoyable. The fear of failure often drives toxic expectations. You may expect yourself to succeed flawlessly in every endeavor, leaving no room for mistakes or setbacks. This fear can paralyze you, preventing you from taking risks or trying new things. Detachment helps you reframe failure as a natural part of growth, rather than something to be feared. When you release the expectation of perfection, you give yourself the freedom to experiment, learn, and evolve without fear of judgment. Toxic expectations can also arise from societal pressures. Cultural norms and media often promote idealized images of success, beauty, and happiness, leading to unrealistic benchmarks for how life should look. Detachment empowers you to challenge these external influences, redefining success and fulfillment on your own terms. By letting go of societal expectations, you create a life that feels authentic and meaningful, rather than one dictated by others' standards. Releasing toxic expectations doesn't mean abandoning goals or aspirations. It means approaching them with balance and clarity. Detachment helps you identify which expectations are realistic and which are rooted in fear, insecurity, or external pressure. This discernment allows you to prioritize what truly matters and let go of what doesn't serve your well-being. Gratitude is a powerful tool in releasing toxic expectations. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective from dissatisfaction to appreciation. Gratitude reinforces the understanding that life doesn't have to align perfectly with your expectations to be fulfilling. It teaches you to find joy in the present moment, regardless of how it compares to the ideals in your mind. Detachment also enhances your ability to adapt to change. Toxic expectations often create resistance to life's natural ebb and flow, making transitions feel more difficult than they need to be. When you let go of rigid demands, you become more flexible and resilient, able to navigate change with grace and optimism. This adaptability is a cornerstone of inner peace and personal growth. The process of releasing toxic expectations begins with self-awareness. Reflect on the expectations you hold for yourself, others, and the world, and consider whether they align with your values and reality. Are these expectations motivating or draining you? Are they fostering connection or creating conflict? By identifying toxic expectations, you take the first step toward letting them go. Start small by releasing one toxic expectation at a time. For example, if you expect a loved one to always agree with you, practice accepting their differing opinions without frustration. If you expect yourself to achieve perfection in every task, give yourself permission to make mistakes and learn from them. Each act of letting go strengthens your ability to detach and embrace life as it is. Imagine living a life free from the weight of toxic expectations. Picture yourself navigating relationships with acceptance, pursuing goals with joy, and approaching challenges with confidence. This is the freedom that detachment offers, a state where you are no longer bound by unrealistic demands or the fear of falling short. Releasing toxic expectations doesn't mean settling for less. It means creating space for more peace, more authenticity, and more growth. It allows you to engage fully with life, unburdened by the stress of trying to control every outcome. Embrace detachment as a path to freedom and watch as it transforms your relationships, aspirations, and overall sense of well-being. Chapter 19. The Joy of Living Without Labels. Labels are a convenient way to categorize the world. They give structure to our identities, relationships, and experiences, helping us make sense of life. But while labels can offer clarity, they can also confine us, creating limitations that hinder growth and authentic expression. Detaching from labels liberates you to live more fully, embracing the richness of who you are without being bound by societal expectations or preconceived notions. It's a practice that unlocks a deeper sense of joy, freedom, and self-discovery. Labels often become a form of identity. We define ourselves by our roles: parent, professional, artist, friend, and by external markers such as achievements, appearance, or social status. While these labels can provide a sense of belonging or purpose, they can also create pressure. When you over-identify with a label, you may feel the need to constantly prove yourself, fearing that failure in one area diminishes your entire worth. Detachment from labels allows you to see yourself as more than the sum of your roles and accomplishments. It reminds you that your value is inherent, not conditional. Labels can also restrict your potential. When you define yourself in narrow terms, you limit your ability to explore new opportunities or perspectives. For example, if you see yourself solely as a creative person, you might shy away from analytical tasks, even if they could lead to growth. Detachment from labels encourages you to approach life with curiosity, exploring all aspects of yourself without the constraints of preconceived ideas. This openness leads to a more dynamic and expansive sense of identity. Detachment from labels is particularly important in relationships. We often assign labels to others, friend, partner, mentor, and expect them to behave according to these roles. When people act outside these expectations, it can create conflict or disappointment. Detachment helps you see others as multidimensional beings, free from the limitations of labels. This perspective fosters deeper connection and understanding, as you appreciate people for who they truly are, rather than who you think they should be. Another way labels can limit joy is by creating comparisons. Labels such as successful or popular can lead to unhealthy competition, as you measure yourself against others who seem to embody these traits. This mindset fuels insecurity and envy, pulling you away from gratitude and contentment. Detachment allows you to let go of these comparisons, focusing instead on your unique journey. By releasing the need to fit into certain categories, you free yourself to celebrate your progress and individuality. Detaching from labels doesn't mean rejecting structure or goals. It means approaching them with flexibility and balance. For example, striving to be a good parent is a noble goal, but attaching rigid expectations to this label can create unnecessary stress. Detachment helps you focus on the essence of what you want to achieve: connection, care, and support, without being bound by perfectionism or societal standards. Living without labels also enhances your ability to adapt to change. Life is dynamic, and clinging to fixed identities can create resistance when circumstances evolve. For instance, if you define yourself primarily by your career, a job loss or transition can feel like losing a part of yourself. Detachment reminds you that your identity is not tied to external factors. It gives you the flexibility to navigate change with resilience, seeing transitions as opportunities for growth rather than crises. The joy of living without labels lies in the freedom it brings. When you're not confined by rigid definitions, you can engage with life more authentically. You're free to express yourself fully, pursue diverse interests, and connect with others without fear of judgment. This freedom creates a sense of lightness, as you no longer feel the need to fit into boxes or meet external expectations. Gratitude plays a key role in detaching from labels. By focusing on the richness of your experiences and the diversity of your abilities, you cultivate a sense of abundance. Gratitude shifts your perspective from what you should be to what you already are, reinforcing the understanding that life is too vast and complex to be reduced to simple labels. Practicing detachment from labels begins with self-awareness. Reflect on the labels you assign to yourself and others. Ask yourself, Do these labels enhance my understanding or limit my perspective? Are they helping me grow, or are they creating pressure and constraints? Identifying the labels that no longer serve you is the first step toward letting them go. Start small by releasing one label at a time. For example, if you've always seen yourself as bad at math, challenge this belief by approaching a numerical task with curiosity rather than fear. If you define yourself by your job title, try exploring hobbies or interests outside of work. Each act of letting go broadens your sense of identity and deepens your connection to your true self. Imagine a life where you're no longer boxed in by definitions or expectations. Picture yourself embracing every aspect of who you are, exploring new possibilities, and connecting with others without preconceived notions. This is the joy of living without labels, a state of being where you can fully experience the richness and diversity of life. Letting go of labels doesn't mean losing your identity. It means expanding it. It's about recognizing that you are a complex, evolving individual, far too vast to be confined by a single word or role. Embrace detachment as a way to discover the limitless potential within you and to find joy in the freedom of being unapologetically yourself. Chapter 20. Becoming limitless through detachment. The idea of being limitless is more than just a concept. It's a way of living. To become limitless doesn't mean achieving perfection or having infinite resources. It means unlocking your potential by shedding the barriers that hold you back. Detachment is the key to this transformation, helping you break free from the constraints of fear, doubt, and unnecessary attachment. Through detachment, you can embrace life's endless possibilities, redefine your boundaries, and step into your fullest potential. Becoming limitless begins with understanding the limitations we place on ourselves. Many of these limitations are self-imposed, stemming from beliefs that have been ingrained over time. Phrases like, "I'm not good enough," "I can't handle failure," or "this is all I deserve," create mental walls that confine your growth. Detachment helps you dismantle these barriers by separating your identity from these limiting beliefs. It teaches you that you are not defined by past failures, societal labels, or others' opinions. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to a limitless life. Fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown can paralyze you, preventing you from taking risks or pursuing dreams. Detachment shifts your focus from what could go wrong to what could be gained. By letting go of the need for certainty, you open yourself to opportunities and growth. Detachment doesn't eliminate fear, but it empowers you to act despite it, transforming fear into a stepping stone rather than a roadblock. A limitless mindset also requires releasing attachment to specific outcomes. When you tie your happiness or success to achieving a particular goal, you narrow your perspective and set yourself up for disappointment if things don't go as planned. Detachment allows you to pursue your goals with passion while remaining open to different paths and possibilities. This flexibility not only reduces stress, but also expands your horizons as you discover opportunities you might have overlooked. Detachment fosters resilience, a cornerstone of being limitless. Life is full of challenges, and setbacks are inevitable. When you're overly attached to a specific outcome or plan, these setbacks can feel devastating. Detachment helps you view obstacles as temporary and even necessary for growth. It gives you the strength to adapt, learn, and keep moving forward, no matter what life throws your way. Another powerful aspect of detachment is its ability to enhance creativity and innovation. When you let go of rigid expectations and perfectionism, you create space for exploration and experimentation. Detachment encourages you to take risks, try new approaches, and think outside the box. This freedom unleashes your creative potential, allowing you to solve problems and pursue ideas in ways that are uniquely yours. Detachment also transforms how you view relationships. In a limitless mindset, relationships are not about control or possession, but about mutual respect, trust, and growth. By letting go of the need for others to validate you or meet your every expectation, you create deeper, more authentic connections. Detachment allows you to engage fully with others while maintaining your sense of independence and self-worth. Time is another area where detachment plays a crucial role in becoming limitless. Many people feel constrained by the belief that they don't have enough time to achieve their goals. This mindset often leads to stress and inefficiency. Detachment helps you redefine your relationship with time by focusing on the present moment and prioritizing what truly matters. When you let go of the need to do everything at once, you gain clarity and purpose, making the most of the time you have. Gratitude amplifies the limitless mindset. By focusing on what you have rather than what you lack, gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to abundance. This shift fuels motivation and resilience, helping you recognize the limitless opportunities that exist around you. Gratitude reminds you that success and fulfillment are not about having everything, but about appreciating and making the most of what you have. Becoming limitless also involves embracing impermanence. Everything in life is temporary: relationships, successes, challenges, and even our time on Earth. While this reality can be unsettling, it also holds the key to freedom. Detachment helps you embrace impermanence, allowing you to live fully in the moment without clinging to what must eventually change. This acceptance frees you to pursue your goals with joy and courage, unburdened by fear of loss or failure. To cultivate a limitless mindset, begin by reflecting on the areas where you feel constrained. Are there fears, expectations, or beliefs holding you back? How might letting go of these attachments open new doors? Practicing small acts of detachment, such as stepping outside your comfort zone or approaching a challenge with curiosity rather than fear, builds the foundation for a limitless life. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of boundless possibility. Picture yourself pursuing your dreams with confidence, navigating challenges with resilience, and engaging with life wholeheartedly. This is the freedom detachment offers, a state where you are no longer confined by fear, doubt, or rigid expectations. Becoming limitless through detachment is not about eliminating challenges or uncertainties. It's about transforming how you approach them. It's about embracing life's unpredictability as an ally rather than an adversary. With detachment, you discover that the only true limits are the ones you impose on yourself, and that you have the power to remove them. Embrace this journey of becoming limitless. Release what no longer serves you, trust in your ability to adapt and grow, and open yourself to the infinite possibilities that life has to offer. Through detachment, you unlock the freedom to live authentically, courageously, and without bounds. Chapter 21. The strength found in letting go. Letting go is often seen as a daunting task, but it is one of the most empowering actions you can take. It requires immense strength to release what no longer serves you, whether it's a past mistake, an unhealthy relationship, or a deeply ingrained fear. Far from being an act of weakness, letting go is an intentional choice to reclaim your energy, focus, and peace. Through detachment, you can break free from the chains of attachment and step into a life of greater freedom and growth. At the core of letting go is the realization that clinging to what is familiar, even when it causes discomfort, often feels safer than stepping into the unknown. The mind resists change because it craves certainty. Detachment helps you reframe this resistance by reminding you that life is ever-changing and that clinging to the past or trying to control the future only creates unnecessary tension. Letting go is an act of trust. Trust in yourself, in the process of life, and in the possibilities that lie ahead. Fear is one of the greatest obstacles to letting go. You might fear losing something important, fear facing the unknown, or even fear who you'll become without the attachment you've carried for so long. Detachment teaches you that fear is often a projection of the mind, not a reflection of reality. By confronting your fears with courage and self-awareness, you discover that what you feared losing may not have been as essential as you once believed. Letting go replaces fear with empowerment, showing you that your strength lies within, not in external circumstances. Letting go also allows you to heal from the weight of the past. Many people carry unresolved emotions, regret, anger, or sadness that create a constant undercurrent of stress. Holding on to these emotions can cloud your judgment and prevent you from fully experiencing the present. Detachment offers a path to freedom by encouraging you to acknowledge these emotions, learn from them, and then release them. This process doesn't erase the past, but it transforms it into a source of wisdom rather than a burden. Relationships are another area where letting go can be transformative. It's natural to have expectations of those you care about, but when those expectations become rigid or unrealistic, they create tension. You may find yourself trying to control the behavior or feelings of others, leading to frustration and conflict. Detachment helps you approach relationships with acceptance and respect. Letting go of the need to control others doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you trust the relationship enough to let it evolve naturally. This trust fosters deeper connections and reduces unnecessary stress. Letting go also involves releasing control over outcomes. Many people tie their happiness to achieving specific goals or outcomes, believing that life will only be fulfilling if things go exactly as planned. This mindset creates a fragile sense of happiness, easily disrupted by life's unpredictability. Detachment allows you to pursue your goals with passion while remaining open to different possibilities. It teaches you that success isn't defined by a single outcome, but by the growth, effort, and lessons gained along the way. Gratitude plays a vital role in the process of letting go. When you focus on what you have, rather than what you fear losing, you cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment. Gratitude shifts your perspective from scarcity to appreciation, reminding you that every moment is an opportunity for growth and joy. Letting go doesn't mean denying your desires or ambitions. It means appreciating the present while trusting that the future will unfold as it should. Practicing letting go starts with self-awareness. Reflect on areas in your life where attachment creates stress or dissatisfaction. Are there beliefs, habits, or relationships you're holding on to out of fear or habit? Consider how releasing these attachments might create space for something better. Even small acts of letting go, such as releasing a grudge or decluttering your living space, can have a profound impact on your mindset and energy. Imagine the freedom of living without the weight of unnecessary attachments. Picture yourself waking up each day with a sense of lightness, free from the stress of trying to control what cannot be controlled. Letting go is not about abandoning responsibility or care. It's about focusing your energy on what truly matters. It's about choosing peace over resistance, trust over fear, and growth over stagnation. Letting go also deepens your connection to the present moment. When you're no longer preoccupied with the past or anxious about the future, you can fully engage with the here and now. This presence enhances your relationships, creativity, and sense of fulfillment. Detachment helps you see that life's beauty lies not in holding on to everything, but in embracing each moment with an open heart. The strength found in letting go is transformative. It allows you to face life's uncertainties with resilience, approach challenges with clarity, and engage with the world authentically. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop clinging. It's an act of courage that opens the door to new possibilities, deeper connections, and greater peace. Embrace the power of letting go. Trust that by releasing what no longer serves you, you are making room for what truly matters. In this act of release, you discover not only freedom, but also the strength to live a life that feels expansive, authentic, and limitless. Chapter 22. The Joy of Simplicity. In a world that constantly demands more possessions, more achievements, more validation, it's easy to lose sight of the beauty and peace that come from simplicity. Our lives are filled with distractions, noise, and clutter, both externally and internally. We accumulate things, tasks, and worries, believing that they will bring us happiness or success. However, true contentment often lies in embracing the simplicity that exists beneath the surface, and detachment is the key to uncovering that joy. By releasing the need for excess, complexity, and constant striving, you can find peace, fulfillment, and joy in the simplicity of life. Simplicity doesn't mean the absence of ambition, goals, or progress. Instead, it's about stripping away the unnecessary distractions and focusing on what truly matters. In a world obsessed with more money, more possessions, more titles, we forget that happiness doesn't come from accumulation. Detachment helps you release the need for external validation and material gain, allowing you to focus on the present moment and the richness of your current experience. The joy of simplicity is found in slowing down. In the rush to achieve, we often miss the beauty of the present moment. We become so focused on the future or consumed by our to-do lists that we neglect the quiet moments of peace and gratitude that are always available to us. Detachment encourages you to let go of the constant need to do more and instead be more present. When you detach from the pressure to constantly be achieving, you can savor the small moments, whether it's enjoying a quiet cup of coffee, walking in nature, or simply being with loved ones. These simple experiences are where true joy resides. Simplicity also extends to your internal world. Our minds are often cluttered with worries, fears, and endless thoughts about the past or future. Detachment helps you release this mental clutter, clearing the space for clarity and peace. When you stop overthinking, you give your mind the freedom to focus on what truly matters. Simplicity in the mind creates room for creativity, inner peace, and a deeper connection to your true self. Letting go of excess possessions is another powerful way to embrace simplicity. We live in a consumer-driven society where we're constantly encouraged to buy more, upgrade, and accumulate. However, true fulfillment doesn't come from material wealth. Detachment allows you to release the attachment to things, recognizing that possessions are temporary and don't define your worth. When you simplify your surroundings by letting go of what no longer serves you, you create a space that is calm, organized, and reflective of your values. In relationships, simplicity means letting go of unrealistic expectations and the need to control others. Often, we expect others to behave in certain ways or fulfill specific roles in our lives. Detachment encourages you to appreciate people for who they truly are, without attaching expectations or demands. This creates space for authentic connection and love, free from the burden of trying to change or control others. Simplicity in your daily routine can also lead to greater joy. The more complex your schedule and commitments, the more overwhelmed you may feel. Detachment helps you assess your priorities and let go of activities that drain your energy or no longer align with your values. By simplifying your day-to-day life, you create more room for what truly nourishes you, whether that's time for rest, hobbies, personal growth, or meaningful connections. Gratitude enhances the joy of simplicity. When you focus on what you already have, rather than what you feel is missing, you shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. Gratitude helps you appreciate the small, simple things in life. The warmth of the sun on your face, the sound of birds singing, the joy of a shared smile. These small moments, when fully appreciated, become the foundation for a deeply satisfying life. Living simply also invites you to embrace imperfection. The pursuit of perfection creates unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction, as it is an unattainable ideal. Detachment from the need for everything to be flawless frees you from this burden. Simplicity is about embracing life as it is, beautiful, imperfect, and ever-changing. It's about finding peace in the present moment, rather than striving for an idealized version of what life should be. To practice simplicity, start by evaluating what you're holding on to, whether it's physical possessions, mental clutter, or emotional baggage. Ask yourself, what can I let go of to make space for more peace, joy, and clarity? This might mean decluttering your home, releasing limiting beliefs, or letting go of unnecessary obligations. Each step of simplification brings you closer to the joy that comes from living with less, but feeling more. Imagine living in a world where you are not burdened by excessive possessions, complex schedules, or overwhelming expectations. Picture yourself moving through life with ease, appreciating the present moment, and finding joy in the simplicity that surrounds you. This is the power of detachment, freeing yourself from the distractions and pressures that complicate life so you can embrace the beauty and fulfillment found in simplicity. The joy of simplicity is not about denying yourself or resigning to a life of lack. It's about recognizing that true richness comes from within. By detaching from the need for more, you discover the profound satisfaction that exists in the here and now. You release the pressure to achieve, accumulate, or impress, and instead find peace in simply being. Embrace simplicity as a path to joy, and watch as life becomes clearer, more peaceful, and more fulfilling. As we reach the end of this transformative journey, remember that true freedom and fulfillment come from the power of detachment. By releasing what no longer serves you, simplifying your life, and embracing the present moment, you unlock the path to limitless growth, clarity, and joy. Detachment isn't about letting go of passion or ambition. It's about freeing yourself from unnecessary distractions, expectations, and attachments so you can live with purpose and authenticity. Thank you for joining me on this journey of self-discovery. If you found value in this audiobook, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so we can continue exploring more paths to growth and wisdom together. Click on the next video, where you'll discover even more insights that will expand your mind and elevate your life. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep living your limitless potential.